Since Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud declared war on Al-Shabaab, several soldiers, including key young officers, have been killed. Recently, an attack in the Busli area led to the death of a high-ranking officer from the Busli's forces, identified as Libin Galkat. This report details some officers and commanders from the Somali National Army who have perished or gone missing in the conflict with Al-Shabaab since President Mohamud's 2022 announcement. The past year, 2023, saw a significant increase in commander fatalities since the conflict's outset. Farhan Muhammad Adan, Karul. On September 30, 2022, Brig General Farhan Muhammad Adan, also known as Farhan Karul, the police commander of the Banadar region, was killed. The Somali police's former spokesman, Major Sadiq Aden Dudish, confirmed the general's death to the BBC. Farhan was killed by an explosion in the Balkad district, about 30 kilometers north of the capital, Mogadishu. Before the explosion, Farhan had left his armored vehicle to encourage troops in the region. He had been leading security operations in the Basra area. His death prompted mourning among numerous government officials and past leaders.
Kulaksio. Abshir Shatki.
Colonel Abshir Shataki, a senior Somali army commander, was killed during an Al-Shabaab attack on a military base in Somalia's central region on January 17, 2023. He and other army personnel were ambushed at a base in Hawadli. The base had been retaken from Al-Shabaab in October of the prior year. The attack followed the government's declaration of seizing the strategic city of Haradhir from Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab took responsibility for the Hawadli assault in the Middle Shabelle region, about 75 kilometers north of Mogadishu.
Hassan Tour.
Al-Shabaab militants attacked a Somali military base in Galkad on January 20, 2023, killing 25 soldiers, including Colonel Hassan Tour, the deputy commander of the Danube Commando Forces. The U.S. Embassy in Somalia and the federal government extended their condolences, highlighting that Tour sacrificed his life for Somalia and its people. Larry Andre, the former U.S. ambassador to Somalia, met with Tour's father in Mogadishu. After his death, Somalia named the largest Danube forces camp in his honor, located in Baladugal. The lethal attack began with an explosion heard by locals, followed by Al-Shabaab forces storming the camp. The siege occurred just days after the Somali army reclaimed the towns of Haradhir and Galkat.
Mokhtar Hassan Tifo, Shamakabe.
Colonel Shamakabe, commander of the 25th Brigade of Omar bin Khattab, remains unaccounted for following an Al-Shabaab attack near Ildir in the Galgaduud region 3 weeks ago. The man is missing and has not been found, stated enemy Deek, Shamakabe's mother. His status remains uncertain. Shamabe had led roughly 2,000 soldiers from Mogadishu to the front lines, particularly in the Galgaduud region's east, where they encountered Al-Shabaab forces. Abdi Mohammed Sheikh Hassan, Solnug, the 18th Eagle Commando Unit's treasurer in Somalia, Abdi Mohammed Sheikh Hassan, Solnug, was laid to rest in Mogadishu on January 7th of this year. The funeral was attended by government officials, army personnel, and civilians. At the time of his death, he was directing operations in the Mudug region against Al-Shabaab and succumbed to injuries sustained during combat.
Liban Golkad.
On March 23, Al-Shabaab launched an assault on a Somali government military base in the lower Shabelle region, specifically near Busli. The base, reportedly occupied by various units of the Somali military, trained police, and security forces, was breached by militants. Senior military officer Libin Galkad was confirmed dead following the assault, with additional soldiers reported missing. Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility for over 57 soldier deaths, though this number remains unverified. The Somali government has yet to respond. The war between the Somali government and Al-Shabaab is still ongoing, though it has slowed recently after government forces cleared some of their positions at the front lines.